Okay, guys, Darksmiter here. We're back. We're back with more Alan Wake. We're gonna go forward. You know, when I was closing out, I was thinking about something to say next, and I've already forgotten what it was. What the fuck? Yeah, it's knocking down a bunch of trees. I think that writing... I'm assuming this is what's gonna happen in this story. Writing gives the darkness power, and me, and then the previous thing, Thomas Zane character guy, like we've, you know, the more I write, the more power the thing gets, and I think that part of it is like the person who kidnapped my wife, and maybe the guy. What the fuck?
The
I was not
kidnapper
expecting
had
that.
sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
I was just gonna say though that don't. Wow, we got a lot of flare gun ammo. So don't make a bunch of guys spawn right when I come back from this. Wait, what the fuck was I trying to say? Oh, that like there's an Eldritch thing, and that, you know, the mention of H.P. Lovecraft, and then him saying Eldritch or whatever he said. It's like they're really trying to invoke that now. But again, I think it might be. Oh, did they leave? Did they fuck off, or are they coming back? I cannot tell if I killed them, but that if I didn't, they're going to be an exceptional nuisance. Anyway, the whole point of me saying all that is it's just like, yeah, the darkness, this is probably real, and like things are forcing Alan and previously Thomas Zane to write about this darkness, and that I'm assuming is like a thing that gives it power. Who knows? We'll see what happens as the story progresses, because obviously I don't think we're very close to the end of the story. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot more story left, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, look at this. Didn't even have to fight those stupid burbs. Oh, jeez. This place sucks. I mean, not specifically this mine, because, you know, there's old mines all over the goddamn place, and they do suck. But I just meant, like, this really sucks for little old Alan. Everything's trying to kill him. Is that the right way to go? It's totally the right way to go. Also, this is a thing that Jim Sterling well, although it's not so bad in this game, because I'm actually pretty well lit. You know, horror games where flashlights give you just like a dot on the thing. Oh, shit. But that's not what a flashlight does. A flashlight lights up everything around you. Like, he showed it off in a thing where he's like, fuck you, horror games, for doing this. If I turn on a flashlight in a pitch black...
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
What does that mean? Does it mean I should turn around? Or what? Guess I should have explored up. Wow, what a stock scream right before her real scream. Oh, God, you gotta pull it underwater.
I gotta get out of here.
We're working on it, Alan.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
So is that all my enemies? Oh. No, this is just... I went the right way that was the dead end for extra shit. Alright. Like, I mean, this game is okay about it. It's because it's your weapon and it's not like total darkness is a thing. But like, you know, all those shitty new horror games that give you a flashlight that's like you're surrounded in almost either total darkness or almost total darkness, and you just have like a small, or you have like a varying circle of light. And like, that's not how a fucking flashlight works. As I said, Jim Sterling did a really good thing when it was really simple, where he just stood in his pitch black garage. So it's like, look, it's pitch black. You can't see shit. I turn on a flashlight. You can see basically everything in there. Right. Where the flashlight's pointing at is a lot more well illuminated than the stuff to the sides and like behind me. But I'm shining this flashlight straight ahead, and I can see everything all around me. Whatever direction I'm looking, as long as like point the flashlight along with it, my whole field of vision is lit up. It's not some stupid fucking bullshit like they are in those stupid fucking bullshit horror games. You're never going to see me play Slender Man or anything like that, because guess what? I think those games suck.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him.
Probably because he's a dick.
Pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought. Just let me get through this.
Wait, what? So he thinks that Alan Wake's magic? But yeah, no, my point being is that, like, you know, all those stupid fucking horror movies. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. And then here comes a guy smashing through that door. I shouldn't have gone close to it. Oh. Okay, I pushed the dodge button. Oh, I forgot that I had the flare gun out. That would have just fucking solved the problem. I'm gonna pull out my shotgun again. No, right, my point being is this is kind of a horror game. It's less so than what I was expecting. But it's the kind that I like. This and like Resident Evil 1. Resident Evil 4 I love, but obviously, let's face it, guys, it's not a horror game anymore at that point. Resident Evil 1 was amazing. Actually, I never played the original. I played the remake, which I think is probably the correct thing to do. It still has a lot of impactful moments, but updated graphics help a lot, and better voice acting also helps a significant amount. It's just a good fucking game. And that's a horror game.
I have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Oh, God. You know, what's the point being? Good fucking game. It's scary. It freaks, you know, parts of it freak you out. If you, I mean, maybe you're like, no way, Sean, that's stupid. Resident Evil 1 wasn't scary at all. I'm like, well, I disagree with you. Scary, and again, I think it's mostly the point of that I don't like the scary, which also I don't think is scary, like jump scares. Because I generally, I guess it's semantics, but I always consider that like a jump scare, throwing something at you like that, it's not really a scare, it's more of just a surprise. Which is stupid. Like, I don't know. It's okay to have an occasional jump scare, whatever, in your movies, video games, whatever you want. But fucking to make the whole game about that is fucking, I think it's stupid. I mean, I guess that's what Five Nights at Freddy's is. But I don't know, it put an interesting enough gameplay twist on it where it was like, it's an incredibly simple idea, and it's mostly like, if anything, it's okay. If anything, it's more of like a management kind of game, if you will. But it has jump scares in it. I don't see the enjoyment out of Five Nights at Freddy's, but it obviously got popular and weird enough for some things other than that. But like, you know what I mean? It's like, I guess a game built on jump scares could work, but like, you know the Slender Man game, the first one that came out, and then like all the fucking bullshit clones of Slender Man games. I don't think that they're good, because it's like, wander around a random thing, find random stuff, escape. It's just like, okay, come on, Alan, kick the door. That's not what I was expecting at all. You know, but that's just me. That's just how I feel. I think that that stuff is fucking dumb. Fucking dumb and stupid and not... Wait. Down was the right way? I thought up would have been the right way. What the hell? Ah. You know, whatever. But yeah, that's just my point. That's fucking Five Nights at Freddy's and other bull. Owie. Owie. Don't punish me for exploring, game. Those games are stupid.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Calden Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
What the fuck? Who is that character? Can I just jump down? Fuck. Come on, Alan. We got shit to do. We got your wife to save. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I think horror games like this are way better. I'm not even a big fan of... Like, I think that it's way better. I'm not even a big fan of Amnesia, because I kind of don't like the idea of... the idea of stealth monster hide thing is not necessarily bad, but like... It's very difficult in a first-person perspective, which I guess is probably part of the appeal and cool aspects of the game. You know what I mean? But, like, it's kind of annoying, you know. I get it.
Great. Another cable car. Just great.
You don't want to give me the ability to fight back. So, whatever. I don't get the ability to fight back. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but like you need to have a better... I think those games would function... I don't know, maybe I'm just asking them to be too easy. You guys could suck it. You know, just like a way to actually look at the monsters without having shit happen to you. Like, I forgot the name of that company who does those games. They also did Soma, which I think is... Oh, they just fall right the fuck through. Oh my god. There's a lot of... Oh no. No. Fucking... Okay. Poor Alan. A lot of the shit. Like... Oh, no, no, no. We don't want that. We want the shotgun. A lot of this shit's not as... Like, there's nothing he can do about him. Anyway. You know, I just don't like it because it's like, you have to...
Shit.
Yeah, I agree. Shit is right. You have to sneak your way around some dumbass monster, but it's like, where is that monster? Oh, if you look at it, you start going crazy or whatever, varying of different games. And it's like, well, that just makes it hard, and it's like not necessarily a challenge, I guess, in that situation. It just makes it annoying. That's just my opinion, though. Obviously, lots of people like those things. Is there... You know, I wonder if that's an achievement to, like, shoot all of those things and I've just been walking past them. Whatever. Again, I don't really give a shit. But yeah, I think I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it in a video. I definitely tweeted about it a long time ago. That, like, I think Soma is awesome. I never actually played it. I watched other people play it because I don't like the bottom of the ocean. That shit's creepy as fuck. Yeah, we're still not going to switch to the hunting rifle. I like a shot. I love a shotgun too much. Anyway, whatever. You know, the bottom of the ocean is, like, horrifying. And I don't want to deal with that shit, because that's the whole game. Someone's just like, let's get all up on that bottom of the ocean. But it has a very interesting story and tackles a thing that I think is... I don't know what the word is. It's not... I guess it's just like an interesting philosophical thing that I think will become, well, has the possibility, the potential to become a more talked about subject. You know, I don't know if anybody else played Soma, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody if they actually are, like, looking forward to playing it or something still. But overall, my point is that, like, let's pick up 3 flares, please. I think that the game is actually hurt by the enemy inclusion in it. I think it would like, say what you will about how you feel about games that are called walking simulators. If someone was just a walking simulator, I think it would have been a better game. Although, it's better not, it's better. This can't fucking fall. This just like bullshit spooks. It might fall after we cross it, but yeah, let's just do this. We picked up a bunch of flares. Come on, game. As to say about Soma is that there's a distinct narrative to experience in that game, which I think is very interesting, the narrative itself. But some of the enemies detract from it. They don't do anything to add to the story. Like, and actually, the significant number of enemies in that game, especially the ones that actually cause any sort of, I don't know, pose a threat to your character, are few and far between, that they could have just not been there. But like I was saying, part of the point where is like, some of them have a cool narrative aspect to it, and they're like, kind of a self-reflection on your character and shit you're going through, and you see stages of things. And I'm trying to remember, there's like one enemy that was just kind of like a guy that was freaking out and like going kind of crazy, and he was just kind of like stalking this one portion of an area, and I'm like, that one, not bad. He's actually kind of interesting. Like, I don't know, there should have been more little interesting enemies like that rather than bullshit that you can't stare at for no good reason. Like, whatever. That's just my point. I still think Soma, I think, is a cool game. I'm really, really into all the shit that it goes on in it, pretty much. But, like, it would have been better without enemies.
Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, what? Although, again, that's another perfect time to say, hey guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part of Alan Wake. We'll probably complain about more horror game tropes.